Hi, I'm Joe Oliver. I'm a clinical psychologist and ACT therapist, and today I'm going to talk to you about this concept from acceptance and commitment therapy, values. Values are like a compass that guides us towards a life that truly matters. But what exactly are values, and how can we use them to live a more fulfilling life? In everyday language, we use the term values and often think about them as things we hold dear, like honesty or kindness or creativity. But in ACT, values are more than just words. They're guiding principles that shape our actions and give our lives meaning. Imagine our values as a compass that point us in a specific direction. They're not goals we achieve and then tick off a list. They're ongoing, they're dynamic, and therefore ever evolving. The American comedian Michael Jr. echoed this sentiment when he said, "When you know your why, your what becomes more impactful because you're walking in and towards your purpose." I love that. So for instance, listening to a family member or loved one when they're really distraught or upset is a what. The why you do this is an action that's likely to be connected to a deep value of perhaps being supportive or caring. So think about it. Why do you engage in certain activities, and why do you spend your time the way you do? The answers to these questions probably reveal something about your values. And so, for example, if you value spending quality time with your family, you might prioritize family dinners and outings over other activities with your friends or doing other things by yourself. Values are unique to each individual. They're shaped by our experiences, our beliefs, our own personal journey. What's important to you might be completely different to me or someone else. Values are not just about feelings, they are actions, and they guide us towards living a life that aligns with our deepest priorities. Sometimes they might be sources of great joy. So, for example, when we establish a really deep and caring connection with someone we really care about. But they might also be real sources of vulnerability or even pain. Like, for example, if we choose to open up to someone about something we really care about and we take a real risk. It's not always easy to live by our values. We might face challenges, setbacks, or even moments of doubt. But by staying connected to what truly matters, we can navigate those challenges with even more clarity and purpose. Friedrich Nietzsche, the celebrity German philosopher, although not always a bundle of joy, eloquently captured this concept by saying, "If we have our own why in life, we shall get along with almost any how." And that's a beautiful summarization of the power of values. Mindfulness can be a powerful tool for connecting with your values. When we're paying attention to the present moment without getting caught up in judgment, we're much more likely to become aware of our choices and the ways in which they align with our values. Another helpful exercise is just to write down your values and reflect on them regularly. Ask yourself, what is truly important to me? What do I want to stand for? How can I live my life in a way that reflects these values? Research connected to journaling like this is surprisingly strong, and even more surprising is the large effects that come from a minimal amount of journaling. It's worth doing. Probably one of my favorite exercises for clarifying values is to use values cards. And I found these myself really helpful, and as a tool I regularly use in coaching and therapy. There's lots of values cards out there. Google them and you'll find them. Living by our values is a journey, it's not a destination, and it's about making choices that align with what truly matters, even when it's difficult. By staying connected to our values, we can create a life that's both meaningful and fulfilling. So remembering, values are like this compass, right? That guides us towards a life that truly matters. And by understanding and embracing our values, we can navigate the complexities of life that come about with more clarity, with more purpose, and hopefully with some more joy. So I hope that's been useful, and as always, if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to drop me a line.